Hello, welcome. We are doing the last of the Stormblood Society quests. Admittedly, a little excited to never have to come back to the Ear or Tamizu again. But I'll probably visit, just not as much. Anyway. Oh, there you are. You're just in time. Gales, we need you too. I'm hosting a feast for a few friends at the Gatekeepers. It's a small show of thanks for all your support. Of course, you're all invited, but I'll need some help. Gales, could you take care of the food and drink? Leave it to me. You can expect the finest cuisine Orzia has to offer. Yo, could I ask you to deliver the invitations? There's one for Mizet Tia and another for Tola Mocha. In the meantime, Jalaman and I will start getting the place ready. Oh, nice. Okay. Greetings. What brings you to Castromoriums today? A banquet? It sounds a lot more fancy than the mess hall grub I'm used to. Before I attend, I must consult my tomes of Garabarian etiquette. I shall join you anon. Okay. Of course. Ah, yo, up for another adventure, eh? Ha, Alp's full of surprises, and I assume Jolliman will be there too? I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'll meet you there soon. Sometimes it's nice just to forget about our duties and wash down a hearty meal with a bottle of three of Arak. It sounds like we've got our work to do first, though. They accepted our invitations. Did you hear that? It sounds like there's a commotion outside the gate. I better deal with this before the meal. Just between you and me, Alps really come into her own since that incident with the Quelia. Why don't you go see for yourself? Not sure what happened, but he looks a bit worse for the wear. My heart is still racing. To be in presence of Captain Elba and the Warrior of Light is an honor indeed. What happened? I was passing through the woods when some sort of monster grabbed me from the bushes. Damn near pulled my arm off. I didn't stick around to see what it was. I just made a run for it. You're in the care of the gatekeepers now. Rest well. We will look into this. Jahalan, help him to the infirmary and see that his chocobo is looked after. There may be others who've been attacked. Send a griffin rider to survey the area. Understood. Come along, sir. The Churigans will take care of that arm. Normally, I'd ask you to assist in culling wild beasts, but we can handle this. It can't have gone far. Let's move out. That poor bloke and his chocobo should be fine now. There don't seem to have been any other casualties, so let's just wait for Alpa to get back. We finally found the culprit. It didn't put up much of a fight. Become quite the battle maid. High praise indeed coming from you. In the beginning, I wasn't sure you'd make much of a captain, but much to my surprise, you're not all that terrible. Well, a backhanded compliment if there ever was one, but I'll take it. Anyway, we have a few things to prepare for the feast. Our guests will be here soon. Alpa's really getting into a role of captain lately. Don't tell her I said this, but I'm quite impressed. The meal is almost ready. I hope you're hungry. Although you're not officially members of the Valdonia Gatekeepers, Jalaman and I want to show our appreciation for your support. I am very grateful for your kind invitation, though I must admit I am rather unaccustomed to formal dining. Formal? Forget about that. Just eat, drink, and be merry. Drink, eh? We have more than enough if you're interested in a little contest. Ah, spirits don't really agree with me. Come on, Mezette. Show us what the future none of the M tribe can do. Well, since you put it like that, how can I refuse? Gales, I accept your challenge. I have a case of vintage Arak from Allegheny to get us started. There's so much food. We'll need Gales and Mezette to tear themselves away from the drinking game to help carry it. Mezette, are you alright? Evidently not. I think I lost my apprentice. Don't just stand there, get him up. You gods, how did you get it on the ceiling? It looks like they're a bit preoccupied. I'd like to say a few words. When I was made captain of the gatekeepers, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. It wasn't easy at first, but I couldn't be more delighted with how things have turned out. Of course, we couldn't have done any of this without your support. If you ever need anything at all from the gatekeepers, consider it done. The same goes for you. My blade is ever at your service. I've turned my life around, and it's all thanks to the gatekeepers. It would be my pleasure to carry on working here. I have the perfect title for you. How does the Grand Guardian of Garabania sound? That's the worst one yet. I think I'll stick around as your second in command if you don't mind. We're all very proud of you, Alpha. Has someone been cutting onions? The gatekeepers have gone a long way, but as Jocelyn says, it's too early to rest on our laurels. I'm happy that I can stand on her own 2 feet, figuratively speaking, of course. Although my work as their mentor is done, I'll be carrying on as a member of the gatekeepers. What can I say? I like it here. Okay. Well, that was a satisfying end to it. Usually these last ones are super short. Okay. Yo, I was hoping you would visit. Things have not been quite the same since we lost Tsukumo, but I've been taking his word to heart. My every waking moment has been devoted to seeking treasures for our vault. We've made our great progress, but the others insist I take a break if only for a short while. Rather than sit idle here in Tamazu, I thought my time would be better spent visiting the good people of Othard who made contributions to the treasure vault. It would be a wonderful trip, made all the better by your company. If you would join me, come to Yangxia. I plan to start by paying a visit to Goki. Been too long since I've come to Yangxia. Judging by the lack of birds overhead, he's no longer plagued by that cursed face. My, what a surprise. I trust all is well since your last visit. Yes, yes. Quite well, thank you. Trade with you and the other Namazu has been a boon. I come today to offer you thanks on behalf of the Blue Kojin. No, it is I who should be thanking you. Once more I can enjoy sunny days and blue skies clear of birds and their unsavory gifts. Yes, life has never been better. Ah, so the curse was lifted as Tsukumo predicted. A pity he could not come with us to hear the good news. Tsukumo, who is that? It sounds more like a flavorful dish than a person. Come on now, Gyoki. Surely you remember the talking doll that accompanied me when we first met. What a silly Kojin you are, as if I would forget something so remarkable as that. There was no such thing present when I met the two of you. No. What in the company's name is going on here? I suppose being attacked by Aramaki was a rather traumatic experience. Perhaps the stress of it all has affected his memory. When a foe is truly formidable, even I cannot recall what happened when we exchanged blows. At any rate, it would be unkind to make him relive his meeting with the Red. We won't keep you any longer, Gyoki. Take care and may the blessings of the Kami be upon you. Farewell, friends. Next time I will go visit you in Tamazu. Yes. What say we visit Reunion next? Achikin is likely a master of marksmanship by now. Okay. Now that I think about it, there's a lot of side quests I didn't do in this little spot here. I think this one turned me off to them because it was like hard. It was a hard quest. And I just was like, fuck this place. I might come back to it. Urshan father welcomes you with a warm smile. He seems quite glad for your visit. The road to the Asm Steppe was longer than I thought. I can scarcely believe Makura traveled all this way before our battle on the Isle of Zeki. It is good to see you both. Talk of your prowess is hot on the lips of every merchant in Reunion. Your father must be proud. Please, there is no need to thank us. No, it is I who should be thanking you. If not for your generosity, we never would have had the means to rescue our dear Tsukumo from the Red Kojin. That was a deep blow to us. Was about to thank us, yes. With that, Tsukumo was here. He was quite adept at interpreting your expressions. Does that mean you don't remember Tsukumo? A talking doll no higher than my knee, and on the likeness of a Kojin? First Quixote, and now these two. I don't know what's going on here, but it can't be good. Perhaps we should go and visit Tsuyomi. Surely she of all people would remember Tsukumo. Thank you for your time, but we must be leaving. Blessings of the kami be upon you. Shiriomi was the one who offered me Tsukumo as a gift. That she could that she could forget him is unthinkable. Good evening, Yo. Kabuto, to what do I owe the pleasure of this visit? I realize this is sudden, but do you recognize the jewel on my helmet? Of course, it's the one. I was the one who said it for you. Oh, thank the kami. Then you must also remember Tsukumo, the doll from whence it came. You mean the Kakuri puppet I gave you as a gift for rescuing me? The very same. Yes, I remember. It was so old and worn, I was honestly quite surprised you were still taken with it. The way you would clutch it in your arms, you named it Tsukumo. I thought it was quite touching. Though I must say, it was quite peculiar to see the material produced from a doll. It usually comes from arms of or armor of a great deal of use. But you claim this is what brought Tsukumo to life. What? I said no such thing. I know not whose spirit gave the form to that materia, but I fear affixing it to your helmet has clouded your memory. No, Tsukumo was alive, I tell you. He was always there to say what I could not, and he helped me establish relations with a great many people. I'm sorry, Kabuto. I do not question this puppet meant a great deal to you, but it truly was. If it was truly was able to walk or talk, I was not witness to it. Have I gone mad, Yo? How can no one remember after everything we've accomplished? Do you suppose my brothers have forgotten him as well? No one has spoken of Tsukumo since the battle of the Isle of Seki, but I'm beginning to suspect it's not to save me grief. Sorry to have troubled you. I only meant to come and give thanks for the puppet and your wonderful work on my helmet. Take care, Tsuyomi. I pray the kami guide you to the answers you seek. Let us return to Tamazu. Tamazu. I'll have a word with the elder. The mere thought of my brothers forgetting Tsukumo is too much to bear. What brings the two of you here? By all rights, you should be resting, Kabuto. A question that's been wearing on my mind for some time now, and, well, there you are. I've assembled the Divine Circle as you asked. What is it you wish to discuss? Thank you all for coming. No one has spoken of him since he was lost to us. but I wish to speak with you of all about Tsukumo. Tsukumo? Ah, do you mean the puppet you enshrined in the treasure vault? So you do remember. I was beginning to fear everyone had forgotten the founder of our fellowship. What are you saying, Kabuto? It was you who formed the Divine Circle. No, it was Tsukumo. Why can none of you remember? I didn't think to ask, seeing as you accompanied me on my travels about Orthard. Now I fear I must. Tell me, y'all, do you remember Tsukumo? You can lie? I'm sorry, but I don't. No. So, of course I remember. Oh, what a relief. I thought I was losing my mind. Curious that only the two of you can recall Tsukumo as more than a mere doll. But perhaps this was... Excuse me. This is not without reason. I believe the kami was meant to guide you on a journey of enlightenment. A journey only you were meant to remember. Yet, it seems our friend Yo here possessed a rare gift. One that allows her to recall that which others cannot. You needn't mince words, Elder. You think this is all a fragment of my imagination, don't you? Not at all. In fact, I had a similar experience many years ago. At the time, I assumed no one would believe me, so I have kept it to myself all this time. There are myriad kami in this world, each with their own will, their own purpose. In that end, it would seem this kami was meant not for Divine Circle, but for you. I would be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. Oh, what I wouldn't give for such a divine guidance. This is no time for envy, but praise. The kami saw fit to make Kabuto a fine leader, and the Blue have gained new allies because of it. Truth be told, I can scarcely believe how far I've come. Looking back, I can see how foolish I was to think protecting my brothers meant having to push them away. Tsukumo taught me that with bonds we share, that the bonds we share are more than any treasure. Heed well the lessons you have learned here, Kabuto. I sense the path before you leads to a great many things. Where the path may lead, we will walk it together. It's what Tsukumo would have wanted. Our quest for treasure begins anew, for the Blue. Wow. That might be my favorite Society Quest ending. Actually made me think. Okay, yeah. That's it for Stormblood. Already done a Realm Reborn besides Ixal that doesn't... I'm not doing crafting. Heaven Sword, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, Endwalker. Gotta finish Dawn Trail. That's it for Society Quest. Besides that, still gotta do dailies to get the last Society Quest, but oh well. Anyway, thank you for joining me. I don't know if this is the end of the video, but if it is, I appreciate you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Yep. Not the end of the video. We still got the last of the, what's it called? Society Quest Tribe quests. And yeah, let's get to it. Yo, thanks to you, the Turali travel agency goes from strength to strength. The Wings of Reflection backing has been a real boon, and we're seeing more traffic than ever. And it so happens we're due a visit from another special guest today. As you have many times before, will you join me in welcoming them? Thank you. Let's go and wait by the Wing of Reflections monument outside. Gentlemen. Okay. I appreciate how generous you are with time. I really do. Our guest should be here any moment now. Lipu, yo, it's been a while. So good to see you, my blue. Welcome to Travel Agency's Kazumoka's branch. That's right, today's guest is none other than my dear friend Mablu. I'm sure you noticed, but she's had a hand in practically every aspect of the enterprise. From procuring supplies to facilitating critical communications and relaying news from trading posts all across Tyrol. She's been a huge help. And let's not forget that it was Mabu who introduced me to you. The Tyrol travel agency wouldn't be the institution it is today without your tireless efforts. You both have my eternal gratitude. I'm just as grateful. After all, I've gained my fair share of hell as well. Still, I can't hold a candle to you, Lou. Forging ties with the community and securing the endorsement of the Wing of Reflection. As a fellow entrepreneur in pursuit of our shared goal, I shall have to redouble my efforts. I never told you this, but after Mablu first committed to becoming a peddler, she came to the alpaca wool bedding emporium I was operating at the time and put to me a business proposal. Due to recent events, Tyrol has known much hardship, both great and small, and she wondered if perhaps we, through our merciful pursuits, might do something to hasten the nation's recovery. From the terrible storm that destroyed bridges and rendered the flight of we wingless impassable to the sudden death of Gulu Jaja, we've had much cause to grieve. But it is our way to spread happiness through trade, and I had to believe we could still make a difference as only we Pelu could. When you and your comrades returned in triumph, there were festivities during which I spoke with many Tyrali. I sensed the people's growing desire to learn about their neighbors and share their own culture in turn. That's why I told Lipu I saw an opportunity ripe for the taking. And so I decided to establish a Tyrali travel agency. Mablu would keep in touch as she peddled her wares on the road. supporting us with her observations and insights. We were business partners in a Tirali revitalization initiative, so to speak. The more we expanded our operations, the more people and communities to which we could bring visitors and their health. With everyone's help, we've enriched many lives, but this is only the beginning. Though trade will continue to bring Tirali together and give them ample cause to smile. After all, that's what we Pello do, now and always. You're right about that. I can hear my inner Apicus clacking away. It's proud we can hold true to our traditions, and just as convinced as I am that all our dreams will come true. I hope you both keep the Tirali travel agency in mind wherever you might be. Do be sure to send plenty of customers our way. Nice. Where would I be without you, yo? You've contributed so much to the agency, and aided us in assembling an amazing group of collaborators. The Hana are a joy to work with, and the Moblins are thrilled to have found an all-new audience for their crafts. Not to mention the alpaca porters and punity hands, pleased with all of the extra pello in their pockets. But as I keep saying, we would have been able to forge those ties in the first place if it wasn't for your help. I'm sure you're tired of me singing your praises, but I really do owe it all to you. Thanks for sticking with me as I've taken these first real steps towards my dream. I wonder where the next steps will lead me. Homeward to Europacha, or perhaps I should set my sights on Yaxtaral. Who knows? One day the Tirali travel agency may even have an Alexandrian branch. After all, a path only extends as far as you're willing to walk, and my legs have plenty of life left in them. Alexandrian. Right, Alexandria. Okay. Well, guess that's it. Thank you for joining me on the Society Quest journey. Let me just double check something. Hold on. Yep. Crafting doesn't count. Yep. Alright. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Whatever video that may be. Peace.